Good morning, children. In today's class, I am going to take English for 6th standard. It is Unit 3, Supplementary Spices of India. So already we have finished the prose and the poem, children. Same about this spices, and in supplementary also we are going to see now spices of India. Now in India, spices are the soul of food. So spices are the soul of food. That is, whatever food we eat, the spices are added in that food. So spices gives a taste for the food. So spices, already I took in the prose lesson and poem also what are the spices. So these are the spices which give the taste to the food. So that is called as the soul of food. When we think of spices, we think of tasty and healthy food. So whenever the spices are added in the food, what it gives tastiest as well as the healthiest food. Now many of the spices in our food are added to balance nutrition. Nutrition means what? Nutrition, and to keep us healthy. So whenever the spices are added in the food, what it gives? It balances both nutrition and the health. Now they add flavor. Flavor means another the suvai solraniya, and nutrients. Nutrient means what I said, uttasattu. To dishes. Dishes means the food we cook. They are called as the dishes without fat or calories. So when these spices are added to the food, they give us taste, they balance the nutrition and keep us healthy, and they without the fat or the calories. Now spices like cumin. So what are the spices they have given here? Cumin, that is zeeragam we say, right? Cumin. Mustard. For mustard what we say? Kadagu. Then pepper, melagu. Cloves, lavangam. Fennel, perenjeeragam. Cinnamon, pattai solrom. And turmeric. Turmeric is manjal. So these are very important in the Indian food. So these spices are very much important in the Indian food. So what are the spices, children? I said cumin. Cumin means what I said? Yes, jeeragam. Mustard. What is mustard? Yes, kadagu. Pepper. That is black pepper, melagu. Clove. Okay, lavangam. Then fennel, perenjeeragam. Then cinnamon. What is cinnamon? Cinnamon I already took. That is pattai. And turmeric. Turmeric is what? Manjal. Yes, all these spices are added in our food. So when you go to the kitchen, you can see your parents keeping in the shelf all these spices, right? You would have seen. So those who are very interested in cooking, you would have know what are these spices. So when it comes to Indian food, the first thing that comes to many people's mind is probably spicy curry. Indian food means spicy. Spicy means la kaara sarama irukku. That is spicy curry. So Indian food means spicy curry only comes to our mind. Now people say curry comes from the Tamil word curry. Tamil word. What is the Tamil word? That is K-A-R-I, curry. From this only the English name, that is curry, they have given us. So from the Tamil word curry only we get the name spicy curry. In Tamil, curry means what? Sauce. Curry means sauce. Now you eat tomato sauce like that, you eat like that. That is curry means sauce in Tamil. It is something that is cooked with a roasted or powdered mixture of spices. That is, for example, when your parents have a masala, red chilies dry panni, roast panni, what they will do? They will go to the shop and they will grind it and make it a powder. That is mixture of spices. So these are the mixture of spices. Condiments. Condiments means nothing but the things which give taste, like salt, pickles. So all these are called as the condiments, and herbs. Herbs means mooligai vagaigal soloniya. So these are called as condiments and herbs. Now this mixture of spices can be different in different places. That is, in India, in one place it will be different, in other place the spices will be different. So it may vary. Now it can be mild or it can be spicy. சிலது வந்து கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப காரமா இல்லாம இதுவா மைல்டா இருக்கும். சிலது வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்பைசி காரமா இருக்கும். சிலது வந்து pungent. Pungent means strong. Okay. So in one place it will be mild, in other place you cannot see like that same mild eating. So they may eat very spicy. In some places more strong, that is most pungent will be the taste of the food. So it varies in the different places. Now flowers, leaves, roots, bark, seeds and bulbs. Bulbs are nothing, the fleshy leaves are combined in many different ways. So they are all added to produce a great variety of flavors. So give different flavors. So what are that? Combine flowers, leaves, roots, bark, seeds and bulbs. So all these are combined. Combined means all these are added. Okay, all in one they are added. And when these are combined with, they give a variety of flavors. They give a variety of taste like sweet. What is that? Sweet. Then sharp. Then hot. Then sour. Then spicy. All this when they add it, they give this different taste. Aromatic, that is very beautiful smell which give. Then tart. Tart means pulippa irukkiradhu. Then mild, fragrant, which gives you, or pungent. Okay children? So all these are the different varieties of taste you get when all these are combined with, to give a variety of flavors. Okay, so flowers, leaves, roots, bark, seeds and bulbs, when these all are added or combined and when they give us different flavor, variety of flavor, tastiest one, that is sweet, sharp, hot, sour, spicy, aromatic, tart, that is pulippa, the mild, fragrant, that is giving you a beautiful smell, or pungent, which is strong. Okay. Then when cooked with rice, meat, fish or vegetables. So when these are cooked with rice, meat, fish or vegetables, the spices give the dish a special savory taste. Savory means good taste. So when these spices are added and when we make a curry, it gives a good taste to the food and it makes us want to eat more. Okay children, for example, if you make chicken, when you fry the chicken at home, your parents you would have seen what your parents are doing, okay, when they fry the chicken. So before frying the chicken, when they add the spices, what are the spices they are adding? They are adding masalas, then turmeric, then garam masala, all these things they are adding, right? So when these spices are added to the chicken only, it gives a good taste to the chicken, okay, even you get a good smell when it's fried, okay. So these things gives us, when we do this, it makes us want to eat more, okay. When these are added, it gives a dish a special good taste, and after giving this taste, what happens? We want to eat more if it has a good taste, right children? Then, but apart from delicious food, delicious means what I said in the last lesson itself, taste, okay. But apart from delicious food, spices also bring to mind adventure, okay. The spices bring to mind adventure. Adventure means that is exciting things which happens. So in the last lesson in the prose itself, I told you that Vasco da Gama, what did he find? He find black pepper when he went to India. Then Christopher Columbus, instead of going to India, where did he go? He went to South America, and what did he found? Chile. So these are the adventure. And how did they go? They go to by sea. So the journey by sea, they are doing the trade. Okay. Now that only they have given same here also. Many of the most exciting voyages means that is journey by sea of modern history were made to conquer means that is overcome, that or defeat the spice trade and the race to become its master. The colonization of the Americas and the Asia had its root in the spice trade. So they had a root in the spice trade in 1492. That is in 1492, who went? Columbus. In 1492, Columbus went west to find India and pepper. So where did he went? He went to West India and find India and pepper. But ran into America and the Chile. So instead of going to India, he wanted to find pepper. But instead of that, where did he go? He went into America and find Chile in 1492. Okay, children, this is already taken in the prose for you, right? Then Vasco da Gama 6 years later, after 6 years, Vasco da Gama, what did he do? He went around Africa to reach Kozhikode, that is Kerala. So Vasco da Gama, where did he go? He went to Kozhikode. And what did he found there? He found black peppers. So this is also already taken for you in the prose, children. I think you remember. So the Africa to reach Kozhikode, the home of pepper. These voyages ended the very profitable means gain, okay, benefit trade that the Arabs and the Romans had built up over the centuries. So they had a gain, profit, they benefited the gain trade the Arabs and the Romans had built up over the centuries, and they set a stage for the new world. So they built up a stage for the new world. So now they have asked a question: how do you think the expansion of the space trade set the stage for a new world? This question is asked. That is, spices were always an important part of India's trade. So in India means spices only. India. So it is an important part of India's trade. Spices were traded with Mesopotamia, China, Sumeria, Egypt and Arabia. So along with spices, perfumes and textiles as far back as 7,000 years ago. So along with the spices, perfumes and textiles also were traded. Perfumes and textiles also were traded along with the spices. Okay, children? That is 7,000 years ago, much before the Greek and the Roman civilizations. Now Indian epics and writings, that is epics as well as the writings, say that back to the Roman Empire in the 1st century, they also talk about the clouds, not only about the paper. That is, the writings and the epics say that the Roman Empire in the 1st century, they were using, that is, talk about the clouds. Clouds means what I said, lavangam, right? So they were talking about the clouds also. Now thousands of years ago, the great masters of Ayurveda had listed the use of spices for cooking and in medicines. And Ayurveda, nowadays they use Ayurveda medicines also, right? So they were used in as spices for cooking and medicines also. Now while these spices are readily available today, so nowadays we all these get these spices very easily. So when you go to the provisional shop, all the spices will be kept there. We used to buy easily. There was a time, but many years ago, when people risked their lives to get Indian spices. So அவங்க லைஃபை வந்து ரிஸ்கில் போட்டு அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, they used to get this spices. So அவ்வளோ கஷ்டமாக இருக்கும் இந்த spices கிடைக்கிறது. So it's very hard to get the spices very long year ago. Then during the Middle Ages, a pound of ginger was worth the price of a sheep. Okay, இப்போ ஒரு கேஜி இப்போ ginger எடுத்தீங்கன்னா அது வந்து ஒரு price of a sheep. It was a one price of a one sheep. That nowadays of price of a sheep means like 7,000, 8,000. So at that time, a pound of a ginger was a very costliest one during the Middle Ages. A pound of maize, it's a type of food, was equal to the price of 3 sheep. That is, a pound of maize was equal to the price of a 3 sheep. So how it will be? So it's very costliest, or half the price of a cow. So those days, that is very many centuries ago, you can say this price garlic, or these spices were very costliest one when compared to now. Now pepper was a crown jewel of all spices. Crown means what? நம்ம தலையில வைக்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அந்த creed, அதுதான் நம்ம crown சொல்றோம். It's a very costliest price jewel இல்லையா. So pepper was known as a crown jewel of all spices. So spices was known as, pepper was known as crown jewel of spices. Okay, jewel, you know what is jewel? It is crown jewel of spices. Now, what are those spices that the world wanted so badly? So, what are the things we need, that is spices we need to use in the food which gives us taste? Okay, children? So very badly we need is. So without this, the food will not be the tastiest one. Right, children? So like that I said cardamom. Cardamom is also added here. Cardamom, elaka. Okay, cardamom, elaka. Cloves, longam I said. Ginger, inji. Mace and nutmeg. Nutmeg is nothing jadikai solaniya. That's of a medicinal value. Where some of the other spices that left Indian shores to flavor the world's kitchen. That is, without these, the food will not be the tastiest one. So it is badly needed in the food which we have to add. Then using spices in cooking has a long history. It may go back as far as 52,000 years ago. That is, we are going back to 52,000 years ago. Though we cannot know for sure how men came to use spices, it is quite possible that it was by chance. That is, we don't know how the men came to use the spices. By chance only we started using it. So, however, spices have played a vital role in our food now for a long time. So, now the spices are very important, as I already said. When we are going to prepare a food, these spices are very important one to give the taste and which keeps us healthiest also and gives the nutrients also to the food. So, in earlier centuries, spices were not easily available and were very expensive. So, nowadays we are getting it easily, all these spices. But in those days, it was very hard to get the spices. It was very expensive also. Expensive means it's very costly. Okay. Then the spice traders became rich. So, at those days, these spices were not easily available and it was very expensive also. So those who were trading these spices became rich. Then pepper and cinnamon no longer cost a fortune. However, while they seem to have lost their glory and value, they will never lose their place in a kitchen. That is, in those days it was very, not easily available. It was costly also. But nowadays it is used wherever we are going in the provision shops. We are seeing all this. It is easily available. So it has no value for them. It's not so expensive. But this can be seen in the kitchen every time and everywhere. It does not lose their place, especially an Indian one. Okay, in India, these spices will be seen in the kitchen, in all the kitchens, right? Now we will go to the black pepper. Black pepper, also known as black gold. Black pepper is also known as, we already said, it's a crown jewel. It's also known as a black gold. Okay, children, it's also known as a black gold. Was the most prized spices trade with the Kerala coast. So from the Kerala only they found out this black pepper. Indians have been using black pepper for a very long time. So Indians were using black pepper for a very long time. Farmers began growing it around 5,000 years ago. How many years ago? 5,000. These farmers started cultivating 5,000 years ago and exported to North and West Asia. So this black pepper exported to North and West Asia. Okay, children. This black pepper, farmers, what do? They grow it. That is, growing it around 5,000 years ago it started, and they started exporting it to North and West Asia. The trade soon spread. So now trade started spreading it to Greece, Rome, Europe and China, and also became popular in the Islamic countries also, Islamic Empire also. So first it was in India. This black pepper was also known as the black gold, and it was, where it found, it was spice traded in the Kerala, and this was used for a long time, and these farmers started growing it and exporting it to North and West Asia. So it's not only in India it the trade started to spread in Greece, Rome, Europe and China, and not only here, it also started become popular in the Islamic Empire. Now, recipes from rich Roman households show the value of the spice in ancient Rome. So there also it started spreading, and it shows the value of the spice. The Romans sent 120 ships a year from Egypt to trade with India. So they had a colonization from Egypt and the India. So how many ships did they send? 120 ships to trade with India and bring back enormous quantities of pepper. Enormous means nariya quantity angendu kondu varadhukaga. How many ships they go? 120 ships they took, and they got this enormous quantities of pepper, and the trade from Egypt and India. Then next is we are going to black pepper finish. Now cinnamon. Now Indians have been using cinnamon for a long time. So like black pepper also, cinnamon is also used for a long time. The Chinese wrote about it in 2700 BC. Who wrote this? Chinese wrote about the cinnamon in 2700 BC. Cinnamon not only adds great flavor to food and also helps to preserve it. So like black pepper also, this cinnamon also gives great flavor and it also helps to preserve the food also. The cinnamon is also like the black pepper. It also give a good taste to food and preserving also it's important. People from other parts of the world appreciated the fragrance and taste of cinnamon. So not only the people of India, so the other countries also started appreciating it, giving about the fragrance that is new, nice smell and taste of the food. So they wanted it too. So other countries also wanted this cinnamon and were willing to pay a good price for it. So whatever wholesome amount they want to give it and get the cinnamon from India. The Greeks, Romans and Egyptians bought cinnamon from India. So from India, who all bought the cinnamon? Greeks, Romans and Egyptians. So in the Middle Age, what happened? The Venetians grew rich by levying tax means by charging the tax from the people on the cinnamon that was brought from India to Europe and the Mediterranean. So in the middle, what happened? The Venetians, they became rich by charging the tax. And charging the tax means that getting a money from on the cinnamon that was brought from India to Europe, so and the Mediterranean. So this was about the cinnamon, children. So we learned about the black pepper, cinnamons, about this, from where did they come, this and all we saw. That is spices of India. So I said already, that is spicy curry. Tamil word means curry, curry means sauce. And flowers, leaves, roots, bark, seeds and buds, these gives, when they combine, they form to give a what? Sweet, sharp, hot, sour, spicy, aromatic, tart, mild, fragrant or pungent flavors to the food. Okay children, the spices are very important, which gives a taste and it keeps us healthy and gives the nutrients to the food. So by this we finish this lesson children. Thank you.